Wow! Life comes at you fast, and we come at you faster.
Whoa!
You're watching the network premiere of Show of the Week,
What's
season
this
14.
energy? I don't understand what's
Subtitle,
going on.
Rise of the Show.
Seasons don't have subtitles. Are we doing a Netflix thing now? Is that what's...
Well, not yet, but if The Witcher can have a show, we can have a show.
We have a show! We're doing a show right now!
Yeah, but where's the drama? Where's the heart? Where's the heat? You're not bringing it. There's no way Netflix is buying this trash.
You've done anything since the last show apart from watch Netflix?
Yes, Andy, I spent time with my family. No, Andy, I think it's pretty obvious I haven't, but luckily it hasn't affected me at all. Ba-dum.
What is going on?
What? Nothing. Ba-dum. Netflix. We open on a studio with a sofa. Mike, a powerful but non-copyright infringing Witcher, turns to his beautiful companion. Are we sure about this guy? Casting said yes.
Mike, please.
That's the Mitcher to you, Yennefer Randyberg. I think we're going to need to get this guy a wig. Can we get wardrobe down here, please?
Yeah, okay, I see what you're doing and I'm here for it, but for a second, can we just get serious and talk about video games for a bit? You know,
You
like
mean
the show?
serious?
No, Mike, I didn't mean serious.
Ba-dum.
Look, I'm involved in things. Dangerous things. So keep your distance.
All right, so the premise
Yes.
of this bit, Mike, is that the video game industry
Right.
they've decided to...
Throw all the games in a volcano?
No, what they're going to do is give everyone like normal, nice working hours. So all games have to be delayed
okay.
until 2021.
That makes
sense. But you have the power
To ruin one development team's life.
to crunch one team into releasing this year.
Okay, I'm
So-
up for it. Whose lives do I want to ruin?
So we're going to decide which is the one video game that you would have.
Just
not-
one game from 2020,
not
but there are
delay- yeah.
so many good ones coming
Okay,
out.
well let's talk about what's coming up.
Yes.
Because it's the end of a generation, but that doesn't mean that there's not good games coming out. So
No.
we've got Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. For a start, you're excited
Yes.
for that, right?
Yes.
Tell me why you're excited for that.
The original is one of my favourite games, and after the complete trash fire, which was its launch, and the fact that they booted the entire development team out immediately, like before they even launched the game, which launched broken and was later fixed.
Great.
I really didn't think we were going to see a Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 ever. So the idea that this has been resurrected, and also do you remember when the people who made EVE Online, CCP or whatever they're called, they were working on like a World of Darkness MMO, that never released, so I feel like my heart has been broken so many times, but really, truly, now, it looks like we're getting another like Vampire the Masquerade game, and more to the point, one that will play the same way as Bloodlines 2 did.
We have one rule. You don't break the masquerade.
Okay, but along similar lines, releasing at different times though, Cyberpunk 2077.
Yes.
How do you feel about that game?
Very strongly that I would like to play it, yes, as soon as possible.
Plus it has the advantage of having Keanu Reeves.
Yes, which is a big advantage, yeah.
We have a city to burn.
It looks like it's going to be exceptional, and The Witcher, obviously, the guys who made The Witcher made this, and the Witcher games are brilliant, but they're fantasy, and I kind of like fantasy, but I'm not like as in love with it as I am sci-fi.
Okay.
So I really, really want to play this one.
All right, well, slightly different tack. How about Animal Crossing New Horizons, aka Tom Nook's Fire Festival?
Yes.
Are you into Animal Crossing?
Not really. I play the only
You have a
Animal
Switch, right?
Yeah, I do have a Switch, yeah. The only Animal Crossing I've ever played was the Wii one, and that was to record some nonsense that we put in a feature. I don't think I really got a true sense of how the community develops in an Animal Crossing game.
Sure.
But I'm not sure it's for me.
Really?
Yeah, it just doesn't...
You don't want a cat to come round to your house and criticise your furniture?
I mean, yes, but in real life,
Okay.
please.
That's fair. Well, I'm excited for this.
Yeah, no, I know
As a-
you're definitely into that series more than I am.
Yeah.
But, that's cool. but-
Okay, well, moving on.
Yes.
Something I'm very excited for this year is Resident Evil 3.
Yes. Looks
which
good.
is, yeah, that's out in April. So that's quite soon.
Here's my counterpoint to you, though. It's coming out quite soon after Resi 2, isn't it?
Yeah, well, Resi
Maybe-
3 did come out soon after Resident 2 originally. That came out in like.
But games are harder
98,
and
99.
longer to make now, so I'm worried it's going to be short.
Well, I mean, Resident Evil 3, I don't know if you know much about the development history of Resident Evil 3, but it originally started as a Gaiden series, you know, those sort of side things.
Yeah.
And Hideki Kamiya's team were set to develop Resident Evil 3 for the PS2.
Okay.
But that turned out to be like a way more complicated project than they thought it was going to be.
And that became Devil May Cry.
It became Devil May Cry, and so they went, okay, this thing that was going to be an action-oriented side game is now Resident Evil 3.
Right, okay.
You've got 2 months to like pad it out to full game length.
Right.
Which they did, but the way they did that was by reusing a lot of locations from Resident Evil 2. So a lot of Resident Evil 3 takes place in the same police station.
Yep.
It's like a side story that's happening in parallel to Resident Evil 2. And actually, it turned out really
Pretty
good for what it was and for what kind of development time they had. So I think that probably they will have been developing this in parallel with Resident Evil 2 when they were doing that. And
that makes sense.
I think, you know, if it's gonna be true to the spirit of the original Resident Evil 3, then
should be a rush job.
It should be a rush job that was.
Why don't you just give the development team another year, man? Like,
Yeah, no, I think it's.
they can make it even bigger.
I think it's gonna be good.
What is cool is that Resi 2 Remake sold like gangbusters. So I'm really glad that we're getting a Resi Remake 3, and then they can move on to Code Veronica next, which is my personal favourite in the series.
Code Veronica is very good. All right, well, I'm excited for Resident Evil 3.
Jill, over here!
What else we got here? Doom Eternal. How do you feel about that?
I played a bit of it. It's cool, but I think when we're talking about what, you know, if there was one game we could save for this year, it's going to have to be something with a bit more RPG to it, a bit more, you know, I like the kind of rip and tear, run and gun stuff, but I definitely feel like, you know, there'll be stuff like shooting in Cyberpunk, for example, and combat in Vampire. I feel like I can get combat kicks, and although the Doom Eternal combat is extremely polished, I feel like I can get those kicks elsewhere, but with more to the game.
Last of Us Part 2?
Yeah, I'll play it, but I'm not in any great hurry. It took me about 5 years to. I only played the original Last of Us when it was remastered for the PS4, so
yeah.
Okay, cool, but it's probably not top of the pops.
All right, well, Final Fantasy VII Remake though.
Yes, one of my favourite games of all time remade.
On the 3rd of March.
Beautiful 3D. Yeah, it's going to be a real mess, isn't it? That sort of end of Feb, start of March.
There's a lot coming out.
That and Cyberpunk. I'm going to have to just get 2 screens and play them simultaneously.
Yeah.
Like some sort of Jedi. It's really, really tough. It's Final Fantasy VII Remake, it's Cyberpunk and Vampire are the 3 that I will agonise over forever, probably.
Okay.
Well, seems this old friend of mine's in a tight spot.
Halo Infinite is out in Q4.
Okay, cool. We know pretty much nothing about it. Right?
Yeah, so I wouldn't really want to make a saving decision based on the nothing of it I've seen. But, you know, it's Halo, it's probably going to be good.
And it's interesting that it's not a numbered thing. It's not Halo 5. It's, you know, what does Infinite represent? Does it represent a sort of big open universe? Does it represent online
evolving
features?
game.
Yeah.
It's going to be Fortnite.
Yeah, I mean, that is what I'm interested to find out about Halo Infinite, is what does the Infinite in the title mean? Because it's clearly like it's a reference to a change in sort of approach.
Oh, and Watch Dogs Legion is out this year as well.
That looks really cool.
Does look good.
Yeah.
But again...
But it's very like it's sort of RPG light. Do you know what I mean? It's got kind of RPG elements, which I love, and I love the way it plays. And the stuff where you can just switch characters, like your character can die, and you just start playing as a granny, is incredible. And like technologically, I'm fascinated to see how that plays out and how they manage to keep the story moving on when characters are just sort of living and dying, depending on how you play. But I think for me, a really meaty RPG, you need something that's going to last you for the entire year, right? Until all the other games come out. So, yeah.
This had better be f***ing good.
All right, we got of Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
I'm keen to play a game set in London.
It's true, like near future London.
Yeah.
It's a really faithful reproduction. Like Camden Market is really accurate and stuff like that as well.
We've got some little ones here. We've got Marvel's Avengers.
Oh, yeah.
You know, It's got the kind of the Disney park versions of the actors.
Yeah, it is a bit, isn't it?
So,
it might be good. It's got co-op though, which is quite cool. The idea of you picking your favourite hero and someone else playing a different one. And
I don't know if it's
not necessarily going to be top tier based on what we've seen so far.
The next one in the Dark Pictures anthology, Little Hope.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Man of Medan was good.
It'd be super short though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You play it for an hour and that'd be all your games for the year.
That's true. That'd be done. All right, not that. What else you got? Streets of Rage 4 is out this year.
That's cool.
Which I'm keen for.
Yeah, I've heard good things. Like I know some people who've played it. They said it's really good. I was wondering whether like side-scrolling beat 'em ups are just done as a genre, whether there's not enough to them.
Yeah.
They were very much a product of the kind of arcade, the time that they were built. But I'm hearing good things about Streets of Rage 4. I'm very fond of the series, obviously. So yeah, it'd be cool to see whether it's good.
Okay, and a couple of little cult ones here. Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise, is coming to Nintendo Switch this year.
That's amazing that it exists.
Yeah.
I love that they're doing it. I'm probably not going to put all my other games on hold for it, but if it's...
Definitely going to play it though. And
there, I'll play it.
This year is the year we're going to see Psychonauts 2. I love Psychonauts.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it's being written by Tim Schafer and Eric Walpole, the writer of Portal 2. So I think it's going to be really, really good. So that's probably the one I'm most excited to play. I don't know if it's the one that will have the most longevity in it.
Yeah.
I think probably it's going to be between Vampire and Cyberpunk, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Final Fantasy.
And Final Fantasy for me. Yeah, you're not as... yeah.
I'll play it.
I tell you what, let's cut Final Fantasy just because it is a story I've played before, right? There's going to be no surprises there. It's going to be like a comforting, warm, reassuring blanket.
Yeah.
But I can wait for that. So
Okay.
Cyberpunk or Vampire? I think Vampire's not going to have the production values that Cyberpunk has. I think that's clear. But I'm so fond of the original. I've been waiting so long for a sequel. So I might go for Vampire. Let's have that.
Vampire. All right, we've decided. It's Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is the game that's coming out this year. All other games.
So get to work, developers.
Yeah.
Time's a ticking.
Sorry about
Everyone
it.
else, take a load off.
Welcome to the first day of the rest of your death. Having fun yet?
All right, I'm not hearing a lot of support in the room for my Witcher-style fantasy series called The Miniature. But it's fine, because I've got an even better pitch, which blends, get this, sci-fi horror with 80s nostalgia.
Right.
Stranger Mike's.
Of course it is.
Yeah. So I was thinking, for the next part of the show, how about we hop on BMXs and ride to a Back to the Future screening? Could you have psychic powers?
Could you read these YouTube comments?
No, Andy, it's 1985. There's no such thing as YouTube. What's a YouTube, man? Quick, play some 80s music.
Okay, alright, so I've fallen into...
You fall in the trap, it skewers you in the pit. You take 5 points of damage.
Alright. I jump in the trap to get Rob out.
Alright.
God bless you, Egbert, sweet Egbert.
Well, that was a clip of the most recent Occidente, which was one of our offline ones that we did in a basement. What a treat that was. Did you enjoy the adventure?
It was excellent. It was wintry. It was appropriate for the season.
Yeah.
I got to do some tobogganing. It was great.
Yeah, really, really trying to get yourself killed a lot of the time there.
No, trying to have fun and
Jumped in a pit.
live every moment like it might be my last.
Jumped in a pit.
Yeah.
Which means jumping in a pit. All right, well, here's some comments. Lucas Ferguson says, "Oh my God, I'm so glad I stuck around to the end of this episode. I demand all other Rock's Ventures end with Dob having been commissioned to write songs about the various misadventures of the guild."
Yeah, he's going to get right on that.
Yes, that's a reference to a little secret song there at the end of the episode if you stuck around.
A real treat.
Yeah, here's a little treat for you.
There once was a man who wanted to be a pirate who lived his life on the sea. So he found a ship and a crew and the rest, and as soon as he started, he was the best. He's Corazon, oh Corazon, look to the horizon, there you will see his ship on the sea. Corazon, Corazon, oh Corazon, his adventures will carry on with Johnny and me and the other three and Egbert.
What I like about it is how many times the word Egbert is mentioned.
Yeah.
Even though it sounds like, and I think I'm probably just projecting a bit here, like maybe Egbert's being excluded from the team.
No, it's like the original opening to Gilligan's Island, where it's like
Right.
Gilligan and this guy.
And also this guy
the
too.
rest, and then they're all
Right.
just like
No, it's very good. How long did it take you to write that?
not very long at all. Actually, it's one of those ones that just pops into your head.
Fully formed,
Yeah.
burst fully formed out
How
of
would
your skull.
how would the Egbert song go? Do you think?
It would be a rap, probably a sort of old school 90s rap, I think.
Okay, in the style of
I'm thinking he's kind
Sugar
of a
Hill Gang.
he's very like family friendly, clean cut. I'm thinking KRS-One.
Thinking
Yeah,
KRS-One.
KRS-One.
Thinking kind of De La Soul, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Like
No,
3 Feet High and Rising
I
era.
think De La Soul's a bit too talented for Egbert, probably.
Yeah. Or go the other way, Liquid Swords era Wu-Tang.
Yeah, why not? Oh God.
Yeah, that'd be fun. All right, next comment. Swiney says, can we just admire Mike for wearing those dragon feet shoes, even though we, the viewers, can't even see them 99.9% of the time? Such dedication.
What's the damage of a paladin dragonborn dropkick to us?
Big clawy feet.
Big glory feet.
Those claws.
Oh, like raptor toes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. There they are.
Raptor toe, ferocious raptor toe.
Oh, with the grippy undersoles.
Raking down your
Non-slip
face.
surfaces.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going full costume, you need to be fully kitted out.
Oh, no,
I think it
those
helps you get into character, doesn't it?
Those are just my feet. I've
they're
got,
not your
I've
feet,
got a terrible
they're
disorder.
slippers.
Ow, ow, that really hurts.
It's not
'cause
your
that's
real
my,
foot.
That's my. All right, yeah.
It's not
fine.
even.
I just like to be comfy, and there is nothing more comfy than a big pair of plush dragon feet.
So you wear them even when we're doing the offline ones behind the table?
Yeah, because you never know when
Like a
Egbert might want to
newsreader.
get his feet out.
Be like a newsreader with
There
no
might be
trousers on.
like a fancy pedicure place that I need to go to get these claws done.
That's true. I do wear the Corazon boots, even though you
Yeah.
can't see them.
Yeah, it's because you like to put your feet up on the table.
Well, I do that a lot, but you don't do that really.
No, but I have gotten my feet out. I have done it in a live show. I did a dance. Was I wearing them during the salsa dance?
Yeah, you
I
must
think
have
I
been.
was. Yeah. And yeah, for the drop kick, I believe.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because you get your foot up high
Yeah.
and then just poof, drop kick someone.
Drop kick. So yeah, it's all part of the outfit. You've got to inhabit the character, and by inhabit the character, I mean wear its feet.
By inhabit the character, I mean wear a £5 Smithy's night
It was
costume.
£19.99 probably, if I recall correctly.
How much are these?
These were quite pricey actually. I think. 'cause
Really?
I think they got to be shipped from China or something.
Oh, okay.
So they're, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad to see you
They're-
taking the costuming seriously.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Just wait till you see the wardrobe for my fine Netflix show that I'm definitely going to get commissioned.
The Mitra outfit.
Yeah, the Mitra
Full
outfit.
Mitra.
Yeah, it's going to be
outfit.
at least £25.
Whoa. All right. You hear this, Netflix? You
Yeah.
can pick it up for a song. Dally Daydream says, wait a goddamn moment. Vex, you named him after the ranger in Critical Role who has a bear, huh? Well played, Johnny. See, the bad guy in this adventure was called Vex. He was he wasn't actually a ranger. I think he was a druid.
Right.
But he had a bear.
Yes.
That he attacked us with. And apparently, one of the characters in Critical Role is called Becks and has a bear and is a ranger. And people thought maybe it was a reference. I don't think it was.
No.
I just think that Johnny
I mean,
thought,
Vex is quite a fancy name, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's a cool
And he
name.
was vexing us.
We were
pretty
vexed.
hard. We were pretty vexed.
Yeah,
weren't
I don't know if he had thought of the name before Luke asked him what his name was.
No, well, quite often, yeah, we ask Johnny what the name is and he has to come up with something off the top of his
Yeah.
head. So maybe he'd just been watching some Critical Role and it had just
And it popped into his head. I haven't actually
And he
asked Johnny. We should ask him on the live stream that we did today before this video. So watch that and maybe we'll ask him if it was a reference or not. I don't think it was. I don't think any of us caught it if it was. So
Yeah, but if our next foe is Sir Matthew of Mercia, you'll know that actually Johnny's just pretty much creaming off all the content from Critical Role.
trying to get some of those.
Yeah, that sweet
those viewers.
Kickstarter money and viewers.
That's fair enough. All right, next video. Jane.
Hi.
Hello and welcome to this, the Outside Xbox Quiz of the Year 2019.
Thank you.
Has it really been a year since I lost hard to Jane?
Apparently.
Yes is the answer. That isn't question one.
I don't not get a point.
You don't get a bonus point.
Okay.
But how well do you remember 2019?
It's been a real blur. It's been a real blur.
There was a 2019.
Sure was, Jane.
Oh boy.
Well, we're about to find out how much you do remember as we roll into round one.
Yeah.
That was our quiz of the year, 2019, which, did you win that or lose it?
I
can't
lost,
remember.
yeah.
Lost
Yeah,
it.
I remember, yeah.
Interesting.
No,
All
I
right.
remember. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Did you watch the video back?
I did, yeah. It was entertaining. I thought it was better than the Channel 4 quiz of the year thing that they do.
Good.
I thought it was funnier.
Probably down to the editing and the questions.
Fine editing, fine questions, both provided by Andy. Stupid facial expressions provided by me.
All right, well, speaking of questions,
yes,
here are some from commenters. Max Velocity says, James giving in to Mike and Jane and giving them half points and then immediately regretting it as they argue for half points on every answer is so relatable.
Half a point?
What do you think, James?
He did say skies.
All right, I'll give him half a point then.
Yes. Yes.
Well, the big mistake is giving a half point early,
exactly.
And then you're wheedling for every half point.
It was pretty much my first question. I was asking for a half point.
Yeah, half points. Next year is a strict no half points.
Oh, what? How am I gonna
policy?
How am I gonna lose by a half a point?
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll give you 1 half point at 1 point.
Okay.
I decided that you need a point.
Right at the end.
Point, half.
Good. Glad we got that cleared up.
Yeah, you didn't lose by much. It was like 2.
Yeah, 2 or 3 points, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't much. It was the beard round.
I just
really
suck
fell
at
down in that
beards,
beard
both
round.
the growing of and the identifying of.
Did very well in the headlines round.
Yes, because I'm plugged into the world of video games, man. Like, I know what's going on.
You know what
I know what the kids are into.
The people.
I know what it means to be hip.
Okay. Next question. Lance Nuth says, RE the jokes about Jane and Mike not watching the shows. Somebody has to play the games to generate the Outside Xbox videos.
It was one of my choices in the Outside Extra annoying music video, which
No, I didn't watch that.
clearly haven't watched.
No.
So Mike hadn't watched it either, so interesting.
Oh
interesting.
no! Wow.
Noting this
This
down.
is a test.
Is that what you were doing when you should have been watching?
That's what I was doing yesterday.
Outside Xbox videos.
Playing a load of video games to capture the footage for you fine people for a feature that will be upcoming. No, wait. For a feature that will already be out. Oh my god. That's how little I understand the process of making videos on YouTube. Yeah, I try and watch videos from time to time, but they're all, you know,
long.
They're long and we made them. We were literally there when they were being made. I'm right here. I don't need to watch Show of the Week. I'm living it.
Have you watched the D&D?
No.
How do you not watch the D&D? I spent so long on it. The edit took forever.
I skimmed through it.
Oh my god.
I'm sure it was great, but I was there, man.
Yeah, but you don't. I barely remember what happened
true.
until I edited
I
it.
do come out of it like I've been in a fugue state.
You don't remember what happened, do you?
No. A load of people were referencing that hot singles thing I said, and I could not remember what context I could possibly have said those words in a D&D thing, and then I had to go back and look.
Fine.
What do you look for in a man? Being on fire. It's number 1.
Okay, fine. I
Hot singles in your area.
You can have inspiration from that one.
Okay, so you looked to see what a clever thing you said.
Well, yeah, just whether it was clever or whether it was just a dumb thing that came out of my mouth and people were laughing at me.
All right, we can go to the TV tropes page and just read that.
That's true. That's also useful.
I'll give you a good overview of what went on. All right, last comment. Agamemnon2 says, I'm disappointed they didn't use the excellent tango from Control for the music round. It's my favourite piece of video game music in 2019. Did you get to the bit with the tango?
I didn't get anywhere in Control. Is it on my hard drive and waiting to be played?
Oh man, you should play Control. It's good.
Yeah, I
finished it.
A lot of people said it was their game of the year. So
don't go that far. It has a real difficulty spike right at the end, which just makes it quite frustrating. It looks great though, and it's got a really cool atmosphere, and I like the story. And
cool
yeah,
vibe.
it was up there. It's a good game.
I will get around to it. The only game I completed over Christmas was Call of Cthulhu, which we played a bit of, and I was like, it's a Lovecraftian horror thing. I'm gonna finish it, and it was quite bad.
Okay.
I chose the good ending, and then as I was choosing it, it occurred to me that actually I should have chosen the bad ending where a Cthulhu turns up. So I don't watch that on YouTube, and yes, it was much cooler. So.
Okay, cool. Maybe keep that in mind for the ending of The Witcher.
Yes. Oh, quite. Yeah, definitely a Cthulhu's going to turn up.
If a Cthulhu turns up. All right, cool. Netflix, you're hearing this. You've got the wardrobe, you've got the ending, you've got Yennefer of Andyberg. Like all the top.
Yeah, forget Stranger Mike's. I'm back onto the Witcher.
Back onto the Witcher. All right, good.
It's the real money maker.
That's it for Show of the Week.
Rise of the Show.
Rise of the Show. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for watching. And before you go, why not press the like button? It's alcohol-free, vegan, and in line with whatever else you're doing this January, so you can feel good about your decision.
Sorry, I'm doing no like butanuary.
All right, everyone except Mike then.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. No Jane this week then?
Oh, she said she had a pitch meeting this afternoon with some TV producers.
What? Where?
She didn't say.
All right. Well, back to Netflix for some inspiration then, I guess.
Is that Jane?
What? It's a Jaina. What is this?
Oh, cool. It's like your thing with Jane.
Oh my God.
Oh,
so
nice.
The Betrayal was supposed to be a season 2 thing. I can't believe she's done this.
Love what they've done with Yennefer of Andyberg.
Where's the Mitcher?
I think the Mitcher died in episode 1.
Oh,
Fell off a cliff.
Oh no. No, that is quite accurate though.